mini album or the memory folio which I had posted on my blog this week. First I'll just run you through the album and then we'll go into the tutorial. This one is done using the paper collection from my mind's eye called My Story, and it is a 6x6 paper pad with 24 sheets of cardstock, and it is double-sided, so I have pretty much used up everything and I'm just left with this scraps. This album measures 6 by 6 inches, 6 by 6 inches, and it's a very slim album. So the width here is around 1.5 inches, and here also it's the same 1.5, but it is kind of like this. Okay, so, and it's a gatefold album. So here I have used one of the stickers from the sticker sheet. So I've also used the sticker sheet, so I have almost used everything. I am left with some letters here which I will put in the album after putting the photographs. And I have also used these brads for this over here. Okay, and these brads are also, I have placed them here, and these are from the sticker sheet, and this butterfly is from, so I have fussy cut this from one of the 12 by 12 sheets, and these are some scraps. So I have kept the front very simple, not much embellishments. That's how I like to do it. Okay, so we'll open this up. So once you open it up, it's like this. So these two pages, these are 5.5. So this is, oh, I'm sorry, it's 5, and this is also 5. And then this opens like this. This is 5, this is 5, and this is 6. So it kind of closes like this. Okay. Then, and I have put some stickers here, and this has an opening here, so you can just place the photo here, and here also I have kept it open, so you can place the photo here, and it's like this. And then this also opens like this, and this also opens like this. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't think I can zoom in much, so you get the idea, right? Okay, it's like this. Okay, so let me close one side and we'll go one by one. And so in this side I have a small waterfall here, two pages, and I have a pocket here with and this paper right here, it's not from this collection. I just put something which I already had. Then again, here on top I have a tag, so you can have photos here. I did not put any pattern paper on this, I just decorated the top. Okay, let's go to this side, or let's just do the middle first. So this one opens like this. There's a magnetic closure here. I have used this small round magnets, and then this one opens like this, and this page you can close it and it flips open like this as well. Okay, and this side also has magnet closure, and this closes like this. So it's basically like so. inside I have a pocket with a tag, and these two papers are also not from this collection. I was running out of papers. And these tags are also having some magnet at the back, magnet here, and they just sit right in place. And I've just put a sticker here. So the construction is very simple, not much to it here. Okay, then this one also opens like this, the same construction this side as well. Okay, this one closes like this, and here is the back. Okay, so it's very compact, and these papers really, they are just amazing. They are just gorgeous papers. It looks very shiny, and you know, it looks very nice. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial for this. It's a very simple construction. I have used black 12 by 12 cardstock by American Crafts because that is what is easily available to me here in Singapore, and they are like this, 12 by 12. So let's start with, so I like to start by making this base first. The base of the album has a flap here. It has a magnetic closure, and it has this whole, sort of a waterfall thing, and it has a pocket here. So this whole thing is created from one 12 by 12 cardstock. Okay, so let's do this one first. I'll show you how I did this, and then we can go into the rest. So for this, first take the 12 by 12 cardstock and then cut it into two. So you'll get two 12 by 6 inches cardstocks like this. Okay, and then I'll score it. First scoring at 6 inches, and this one at 6 inches. Okay, and then you fold it and keep them aside. Next we will go into creating the pockets. For that we need two 6-inch by 12-inch cardstocks. Place the paper like this and score at 6 inches. 6 inches, and then rotate the paper and score at 5.5, 5.5, and turn it around and score again at 5.5. So this basically becomes your pocket. So you'll fold this way. Okay, do the same for the other paper. So after this we need to do 2 slits on each side. These will be 0.5 slits, 0.5 inch slits on both the sides. So let's go ahead and do that on the other side as well. And okay, and it's done. Okay, and then we need to take this half inch portion out. You can also use the paper trimmer for this, but I prefer using scissors. I don't know why. Okay, just turn it around and do the other side. and then you angle this, get a slit. It's easier to adhere and things look neat. I'll angle this way also and this way also. Okay, like this. Like this, and then you fold this way, then you fold this way. Okay, and smoothen this out well. Okay, and then we'll put glue here and stick this one down, so you get a pocket like this. See, this becomes your pocket. Okay, so I'll do this for the other page also. Glue it together and come right back. I have adhered one pocket. I will do the next one on camera. So once you have folded the sides, you take glue. I use this one, 3-in-1 Beacon Advanced Craft Glue. I love this glue. I mean, it's super strong, and I just love it. And I like using liquid glue or score tape for my projects. And if I use liquid glue, then I use this one or the scotch glue. But this is really good, as in if you want your handmade albums and handmade scrapbooks, you know, last forever, glue is the key. I have made the mistake in the past where I have not used a proper glue for my projects, and they have just come out like in 1 year. So if you want your projects to stay put, you have to use the best glue, and this is one of them. This is very good. So I have glued it down, so you get a pocket here, and then you will have the tags inside. So this is done. So these are the two pockets. I'll show you the assembly later. I keep this aside. Okay, so next up, we are done with this page. We are done with these two pages. So next up we have to do this one and this one. So for this, we will make this base page first. The base page is a sort of a pocket page. This is a pocket here. So these two base pages we can make from a single cardstock. So we'll take another 12 by 12 sheet, okay, and again cut it into half. Okay, and the construction is the same as the pocket page you did. Pocket here, the pocket here, it's 2 inches, so we have to trim the paper down. So we'll trim the paper down to 6 inches by 8 inches. So let's do that. Inches by 8 inches. Okay, and this one we will save for later. Save it. So we have two base pages. Here we will score at, let me do this way, we'll score at 6 inches, we'll score at 5.5, and then we will score at 5.5, and the drill is the same. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see the score line. Okay, the drill is the same. You cut a 0.5 inch slit this way as well. And since we have to adhere the pocket, we will take this whole chunk out. So I have folded the sides. I always like to keep the smoother side inside and the textured side outside. This cardstock has two sides, a textured and a smoother side. Okay, so after folding the sides, you just flip it up like so. Okay, fold it like this, smoothen out the edges well. Same here, smoothen out the edges well. Okay, a nice crease. Okay, and you get these two. Okay, I'll just put glue on both of them, and then our bases will be ready. Let me just put. So what I like to do is, after putting on the glue, I like to do one more smoothing. And for this one as well, putting the glue and adhere it and smoothen the edges. Okay, the edges here are not too perfect, but it's okay. I'm not worrying about them. It's okay again. So you have pockets here, pocket here, and pocket here. So now we have to do the flaps for all of them. Okay, so my flaps are 5 by 5. So my flaps are 5 by 5. So we need our papers to be 5.5 by 5 inches. So again, we'll take one sheet of cardstock. This cardstock will make all the 4 flaps. You will take one sheet of paper. We have 4 5 by 5.5 papers. Okay, so for each paper we will score at 5 inches. And then we will fold the edges, fold the edges, fold the edges. Okay, Okay, like so. Some smoothing action on the pages. So we'll go back to our base pocket pages here, and we take our flaps. We take our flaps and adhere them. So the first one will go like so on the top. Okay, so let me adhere the first waterfall flap onto my base page like so. Okay, the second one we will put like this. It will start at the other flap finishes, so at 1/2 inch mark here. So I'll adhere this one also. So you have your this one, you have to smoothen it out, make sure it's adhered very nicely. And this will ensure that. Okay, so you have your flaps, one flap, two flap, and the pocket here. Okay, so I'll do the other one also. Okay, so we have our flaps here. We have our two flaps. So this two are done. My pocket is done. Okay, so now that our base pages are ready, we can start assembling the mini album. We'll first take the middle part, this one. So our album opens like this. It opens like this, and it opens like this as well. Okay, so we have to glue these two together. For this I will take a simple 1 inch cardstock, and I have just, it's a 1 inch cardstock, and I have just scored it in between and folded it, and this one we will use to glue these two together. Okay, so you get your middle base page. So next up we will glue the rest of the base pages to our middle portion. So remember, we had these two leftover pieces. So this is 4 inches by 6 inches, and this one also is 4 inches by 6 inches. We will need 4 sort of hinges to glue all the base pages together. So we'll use this one as the hinge. First of all, we'll get 2 hinges from each leftover cardstock. We'll cut this into 2, so we'll get 2 pieces of 2 inch by 6 inch cardstock. We have these 4 hinges. Now first we will stick the pocket page with the waterfall page, and we will do the same for this one. So let's do that. For that we will take 2 hinges. Now these base pages, you will paste your pattern papers to this. You might have some embellishments as well. So when you do that, and you will also have photographs, so when you do that, the width of the album, width of this base page will increase a bit. So if you don't have any like a space in between, then your album is going to swell, and it's not going to look nice, and it's not going to close and all that stuff. So it's always best to have a bit of gap whenever you are doing these kind of photo albums. This gap, which I believe is called a gusset, so we will also have a gusset in between these two pages. For the waterfall and the pocket page, the gusset in my mini album is 1/4 of an inch, and that is the same for the other side as well. So we'll do that. We will take the 2-inch piece, 2-inch by 6-inch piece, and we will score at 7/8 of an inch and 1 1/8 of an inch. So you'll have this gusset in between. Okay, so we'll fold along these lines and we'll have our hinge ready. You can also increase this gusset space if you like. It's up to you how much space you want in between your pages. So I will quickly do this for the other one as well. So we have our two hinges for these two base pages. We'll go ahead and glue them together. First, you take the pocket page and place it this on the right hand side, and you take the waterfall page and put it on the left hand side, and glue this side down and paste your page this side, and take the other pocket page and glue it on this side. So remember, you don't put glue on the gusset area, so that there's a space in between the two pages. Now we have our two base pages ready. So this is the waterfall side, this is the waterfall side, and we have to glue this base page to this two. For that, so in my album, this one closes like this and this one closes on top of it. So for obviously this side, the gusset will be lesser, and this side the gusset will be more. So we will take two more hinges like this, and we'll take another hinge with a gusset space of 1/4 of an inch, and we will take another one with a gusset space of 0.5 inch plus maybe a tad bit more, 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's do that. One hinge we will score at 3/4 of an inch, and the other hinge we will score 1 inch and 1/8 of an inch. Fold it. And the other hinge we will score at 0.5 inch and 1.5 inch. I want to have the maximum gusset for the top part of the album. Okay, it will be like this. I think this should suffice. So this is going to go like this. So we have two separate gussets with different width. Now let's adhere this together. Let's smooth out everything nicely, and here you have it. Here's your album is ready, the base is ready. So if you see my original album and this one, I have kept the width a bit more for this, because after creating this album, after putting all the design papers and the embellishments, I felt that a little bit more gusset would have been ideal for this. So for this album, and I did not want you guys to do the same mistake, so for this album I have kept the gusset a bit more, so that it is going to be very easy and the album is not going to swell up after you put all your design papers and photographs. Okay, so one component which we have not done here is the pocket here. I'll show you that one part, how you can do a pocket over here. So for the pocket we will need a piece of cardstock measuring 7 inches by 3.5 inches, because my pocket is going to be 3 inches and 6 inches, 3 inches and 6 inches. So what we'll do is we'll place this cardstock on the scoring board and we'll score at 6.5 inches and rotate it, and again score at 6.5 inches and turn it around and score at 3 inches, like so. And we need to cut out this portion here. Same for the other side. And then we will angle it so that it's easier to adhere and it looks neat this way as well. Then you fold along the score lines. And here is your pocket. We will take our middle base page, put glue here and glue it down to our page here. So please excuse these two score lines here. This is a scrap paper which I'm using for this tutorial. And anyways, I'm going to cover this with design paper, so take it down and stick it down like so. And we know the drill. Smoothen everything out nicely. Okay, so you have your pocket here. This one close, close and close. So here you have your base album ready. So once you have your base album ready, next comes the fun part, the decoration. So in my albums you will see that I always like to have a matte sort of an effect. So I'll always cut my design paper 1/8 of an inch smaller than the actual base page, so that you can have a nice matte effect. And same way I always matte my base pages. And here you can see I have rounded the corners. I use corner rounders like this or like this. And the photo mats over here, the photo tags which are inside the pockets, I have punched out this like a decorative edge with this punch board. This is from VR Memory Keepers, and you can round the corners as well. It's up to you how you want to decorate it. So that's it. That's your base album, and you can go ahead and decorate it. For the design papers, I always like to distress the edges as well. I use this kind of distress inks. For this one I have used distress ink black soot. You can use any other ink which you have with you. And so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was not very long. It was simple to understand, and I hope you guys will try this out at home. It's not very difficult. And please comment down below if you have any questions or if you have any comments. And you can also follow me through my blog, and follow me on Twitter. I'll put all the links below in the description box, and I will try to do more videos often. And thanks very much for watching. Bye.